entertainer for this evening. Her name is Sylvia Tabb Lee, and she's been performing the African American Legacy from Slavery to Freedom. It's a program she's created, and she's been performing this for the Elder Hostel program since 1984. And this program is very touching. I've seen it many times, and every time I'm moved by Sylvia. And please join me in welcoming Sylvia Tabb Lee.
When the Pharaoh was in Egypt's land, let my people oppressed so hard that they could not stand. Let my people go down. Moses way down in Egypt's land, Pharaoh, let my people go down. Moses way down in Egypt's land, Pharaoh, let my people go. Let my people go. Let my people go. Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How you doing?
Good.
You look good. Oh, thank you. Where are you from? All over. All over. That means everywhere, right? Well, you know Virginia was 9 states large. Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Kentucky, Tennessee, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Ohio, Virginia. It's all Virginia. You're from all over? Some of you are frontier. And by your clothing, I can tell that you don't have much money. Because people can tell by your clothing how much money you have. You see, being a slave has nothing to do with your dress, the house you live in, how well you speak, how educated you are. It's about being property, bought and sold. Now, let's go back to the beginning of time. Slavery goes back to the beginning of time, yes? Yes. Well, you're good with call and response. That's call and response. You got it? You have to do that because that's very African. Europeans observe and don't say much. The Africans say be a part. Call and response is used because people are taught by word of mouth. Things are passed down by the elders. And the elders have wisdom. You agree? Amen. Yes. Look good. Let the church say amen. Amen. My father was a Baptist minister for 35 years, so I know about call and response. When he says, and the Lord is good, the people say, amen. They say something. Okay? Slavery goes back to the beginning of time. And there probably know people who have not been enslaved by somebody else. It becomes an issue of color. Let's talk about the good old days. What days are those, huh? Jamestown, 1607. When did you get here? Today is Monday. You got here yesterday? Have you been to Jamestown? Yes. Yes or no? Yes or no? Some of you have been because you've been here before. Jamestown, 1607. The first permanent English settlement. When the English arrived, they were looking for gold. They found hard times. They couldn't grow anything because they were not accustomed to working the land. These were men who were accustomed to working their heads. Out of 104 men and boys, they were craftsmen, gentrymen, maybe. Not quite gentry, but upper middling sort. 1608, out of 500 men and boys, 60 survived the winter. They had to depend on the Indians to grow things. They found bad water. They couldn't grow anything. Marshland. Diseases. Military bombardment. 1619, three things happened. First House of Burgesses. Here at Jamestown. And the first women arrived. You were getting that? They made it. They are here. Can you imagine being the first woman at Jamestown, ladies? Y'all, let's pray. You know, we didn't live too long as women. Life expectancy for the white women is 30s. White men, the 40s looks good. Slaves died 5 to 10 years less. So I don't know about you, but I'm glad to be here tonight. Thank you. Let the church say amen. Amen. 46, I'm glad to let you know. A whole lot of living in a short period of time. It is not unusual for women to have a child every single year of their lives. You don't name your child for the first year for fear that it won't survive. 1619, a Dutch ship carrying 20 and odd Negroes, they labeled. There was no slavery by law in Virginia until 1661. But Virginia is not the first colony to legalize slavery. Does anybody know the first colony to legalize slavery? Say amen. Massachusetts is first. Connecticut is second. Virginia is third. Where is freedom? Nowhere. There's slavery in all 13 colonies. (1639), 3 indentured run away, captured in Maryland, brought back. 2 whites, 1 black. John Punch was the black. The 2 whites were given more time. John Punch was given life. You begin to see it becomes an issue of color. The African slave trade begins. 1400s. The Dutch and the Spanish and the Portuguese are transporting slaves. I need you ladies right there. 2 ladies. Yeah. You come up here. Give them a hand for voyage from Africa to the West Indies to Virginia was 3 weeks to 3 months. The boat was cleaned once a week. And they brought people between the ages of 12 and 25. Men were placed in the hold, women and children in the middle, ship captains on deck. See, when they decided that tobacco would make them wealthy, they looked around and they said, the Indians are here. The Indians knew the land. They said, we're out of here, bye. Then they brought white indentures over from England. The whites said, we don't want to work this. Tobacco is hard. You don't live long on a tobacco plantation. 5 years is good. 5 years. Whites are running away, changing their names. Masters can't find them. African people, we certainly don't blend in. Know how to do the work. Certainly easy to find. The African slave trade continues. This is loose packing on a slave ship. Hands inside. This is lying on your back, wrists and ankles chained, loose packing. Say loose packing.
Loose packing.
The boat is cleaned once a week. Ladies, please turn your body. Lying on their side, someone between each of them turned the other way, is tight packing. Say tight packing.
Tight packing.
The boat is cleaned every other week. Where's the bathroom? What'd you bring with you? Empty-handed? Not empty-handed. Message? Nobody can take your brain away. Our children need to know that. They need to know that your brain is something that nobody can take. Your clothing, your carts, your carriages, your shelter can be taken away. Not your brain. That's what's keeping you through Middle Passage. Your music and your dance and your stories and your religion is your strength, your spirituality. May not be religious, but you are spiritual. That is your survival. Give them a hand as they take their seats. My grandmother was a wise woman. Children don't understand wisdom till they get old like her. My children are teenagers.